What's up everybody, welcome back to a new video here on the Williams Farms channel. Last episode, we had finished up corn harvest and actually turned around and finished soybean harvest as well. Now it's up to us to see if we can help Clayton finish everything, and it's a race against the clock. Without further ado, let's head over there. So a little time has passed, and I actually did clean up the combine as well as a few other pieces of equipment. And then eventually we do have to run that grain up to the granary as well as take our stock car to town and sell it off. But nonetheless, I'm going to go ahead and make the trip to Clayton's farm, and we're going to go say hey. Hey.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Just finished up my my harvest, even though it was just 2 fields.
Yeah, I'm just now kicking off beans, you know. I got all this corn cut finally, but now I gotta move on to beans here.
Okay, well, is there anything I can help you out with? Because, yeah, I'm fully done and kind of sitting dead in the water right now.
We could go get the 4760 in the wagons, and you could run wagons for me.
Yeah, I can do that for you.
Okay, you can just unhook. Let me just go unhook this header trailer, and you can just take my truck, or you can take your truck. Doesn't matter.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll meet you back at your farm. I'm gonna go grab his wagons because he said he wants me to run wagons for him, which I absolutely love being done because I don't have to worry about anything and I get to help out the neighbor. And we're pulling into Clayton's farm. Let's see if we see the tractor. Yep, and there it is. Alright, so we got the F-350 shut off, and now we're going to hop up in the 4760 and meet him down there. Dang, he had this thing fired up. He must have been ready to go. But nonetheless, we're going to go meet him down there, and then we will get harvesting. Well, it looks like he's down there and starting, so we're going to go ahead and just lightly coast down on into this field so he can unload. I'm not going to lie, this is quite a nice setup. He does have the 300 bushel carts, so mine are bigger, but nonetheless, this setup is super nice, and since this farm is just right down the road, we'll be able to unload at a very fast pace. And plus, he has a lot of smaller fields, so that means we should be able to knock these out in a timely fashion.
The game plan for this field is you can just follow me around till I'm full, and then we'll talk later again. But I got some weird hybrid deals planned, and they're not very good looking plants, so I just decided not to cut them.
I don't blame you. So, all right, I'll hop back up in here and then unload you as you need.
Alrighty.
All right, we'll see you. Well, we're going to go get lunch and take a break because we just finished our first field, and then when we're done with lunch, we'll come back and move on to the next field. Alright, so Clayton had a really good idea. We got done at lunch and he dropped me back off at my farm. So here's the deal. We're going to hop in the International, run our grain in, and then we're going to use my truck to help him unload. So let's go ahead, hop in the International, and get this grain to the Taheton granary. So we did get his one smaller field knocked out that everybody saw, and then we're going to start on his biggest soybean field yet. Since he only has 2 wagons, this grain truck will allow us to both move his grain faster and to keep him going without stopping. And I'm not gonna lie, this truck does move real slow when it's weighted down, so maybe we won't fill it all the way up like I have been, but then again, it's not over the limit, so I think we're just gonna fill it up. Alright, so we're once again back at the granary. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing weighed in, and then dump our grain. Oh wow, we kinda did run over. Running about 24,000. Guess we just won't tell the DOT how far we're running over. Anywho, let's go ahead, get pulled in here, and dump our grain. Well, we're fully unloaded, and now we are gonna go and head back to the neighbor's farm. Also, while I was unloading, I did talk to one of the grain elevator workers, and he said something that really caught my eye. He said there were 2 pieces of ground over where I farm that are up for sale. They're not too big and they're not too expensive, but he thought it may fit me. So, I guess word's been out that I need new ground. Nonetheless, we can't worry about that right now because we have a task at hand, and that is helping Clayton. So without further ado, we're going to head to his farm and jump into harvest. Alright, so we're just now pulling back up to the farm, and it looks like his combine is still there. So we're going to go ahead and pull this into that field, and then we will follow him wherever he goes.
Hey man, you want to go around the combine for a bit, get this field opened up for me, and I can take this back and get her dumped?
Oh yeah, that sounds perfect. I'll get up in here and I'll open it up for you while you go take it back to your farm.
Alrighty, well, we'll catch you back here in a little bit.
Alright, we'll see you. Well, I guess the neighbor really does trust me enough. He decided that I'm going to open up this field for him, which I've never used a 9470 STS, so this is all new to me, and it's almost kind of like a demo. So let's go ahead, hop up in here, and open up this bean field. Wow, this thing is incredibly nice. I can't believe he trusts me enough to do this. This is an absolute blast. Well, the neighbor's back, so we're going to go ahead, hop out of the combine, and switch in places.
Hey man, how'd you get along?
I got you opened up good enough to where we can get this thing turned around. Did you get everything in the bins okay?
Yep, we put about 500 bushels in there, 400 bushels,
okay.
Somewhere like that, so.
Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead, hop up in the tractor, and we'll get this field knocked out for you.
Alrighty, well, you got your CB on in there, so we should be good to go.
Yep, alright.
Alright, we'll see you.
See you. Alright, so we've been working at it for a little while now, and currently Clayton is running those carts back up to his house. He said he's going to take care of the rest of it, and we ended up using my truck for one load. Well, Chestnut has taken all of his equipment back, and that means it's time to head back to the home farm. Once again, I am so glad that we can help a local farmer out. I think it's starting to become pretty apparent that when I need the help, he's willing to help, and I'm always willing to help him as well. Nonetheless, I've actually been hearing some buzz going on around here that a farmer has moved in and taken over his grandpa's farm. I actually did hear that he's currently out of town, but I'm thinking maybe we can go find his farm and check it out. While driving around and putting the grain truck up, I remembered that we really need to start tillage. That's definitely something we will get on shortly, but it is not a dire need as of right now. I also very much think we're about to get rid of the 350. It's kind of getting old and we need something just a little bit bigger. Along with that, we also are selling the stock car. So with all the money made on grain and equipment being sold off, we should have some pretty good capital coming in. Well, there's nothing new going on at Clayton's farm, it seems. So we'll just keep pushing on forward. Other than a few various fields, we really haven't been out here too much. So we're just going to take a left here and maybe we'll run into something. Well, coming up over this hill, it looks like we have a farm up here. Hello? Huh, nobody must be here. Oh man, dang, he's got a pretty nice setup right there. Absolutely love the bins as well. Looks like he did leave his garage door open. Interesting. Let's see what's in this shed. Oh, he's got a 6105R with bale spikes. I wonder if he owns the cattle barn up over there. Anywho, looks like he is also running a 3600, except he does have the bulk fill. And wow, 9610. We've actually been looking at one of these, and Tristan called and said he got one in with heads too. Wow, Ram 350? That is one setup right there. He's got the Kubota and a bunch of Pioneer seed. Then in here, what do we have? New Holland 116 and a rake. He's got his bean head. Oh wow, a truck just like mine. Then it actually looks like he has a pretty nice grain setup. I better get out of here before I get in a lot of trouble. But hopefully we'll run into him sometime. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually a pretty nice setup. But anyways, we're gonna keep on driving and see if we can't find anything else. And here's the barn I'm talking about. Huh, already seems like he has cattle. Let's pull on in here. Oh wow, if that's his 4020, this dude has a crazy setup. Yeah, hopefully we run into this guy. So enough of exploring, we have got to go get the stock car and get rid of it as fast as possible. And that load of grain is done. About a week has passed since we last talked, and we actually found somebody on Facebook Marketplace that wants to buy our setup. That's right, so we're going to go ahead, hook this thing up, and exchange this for some cash down at the Casey's. You know, I'm kind of sad to see the thing go, but we also lost a lot of money to Clayton with this thing. Well, here we go. We're at the Casey's. And just like that, she's gone, and we've made nearly 60 grand. So you might ask, what are we going to do with all this money that we made off of crops, and especially that transaction? Well, I guess you'll just have to stick around and find out. But that'll come at a later date, so let's go up to Tristan's and see if there's any new inventory. Huh, looks like they got a 9600 in. Yeah, I don't know about that. That's a little better than what we have, but there could be better. Holy crap. A 9610 on duals? With an 8-row head? Holy crap, it looks like it comes with a bean head also? Goodness, I wonder how much that is. Wow, that honestly might be something to think about. Looks like they also have a 9870 STS in. I gotta get out of here before I blow all my money. I'll give it to Tristan, he really is vamping up that Prairie State tractor. But nonetheless, we're home, and we gotta take a look at something. What I'm ultimately thinking is, we sell off the 4230, possibly get rid of the 4650, and ditch the Kilbros wagons. Now you might ask, what could all these ideas be churning in your head? And I guess that's where I'll just have to keep you guessing. Because right now, we have to go inside and look at something on the computer. Huh. Piece of land right behind us is for sale? Oh, I have an idea. Thank you guys so much for watching another video here on the Williams Farms channel. I know everything's been crazy. It's currently actually February 5th, and it's insane to me that you guys probably won't see this for another 2 to 3 weeks. But anywho, go ahead and check out Chestnut Farms and everybody else I'm making this series with. Guys really will have to stay tuned to see what we do next video, because it's nothing like ever before. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great day. We'll catch you in the next one, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all.